And now, your East Texas Storm Team forecast.
Welcome back. Let's check in with KTK's meteorologist Andrew Samet. Yesterday was pretty stormy, Andrew, so how's it looking today?
Yeah, the daytime today shouldn't be too bad. It's really closer to sunset when we could see additional showers and thunderstorms developing. But first, we got to talk about the heat. Let's take a look at the heat index. This is what it feels like when you factor in the humidity. It already feels like it's 102 degrees in Crockett, and it's not even the afternoon yet. It feels like 100 in Lufkin. It feels like 100 in Hemphill. It feels like 97 in Longview, Henderson, and Marshall. It feels like 90 degrees in Tyler. It feels like 99 already in Nacogdoches, and feels like 97 in Palestine. High temperatures on track to make it to the low to mid 90s in northern areas, and then the middle and upper 90s down into deep East Texas. So it's going to be very warm for our day today. Factor in the humidity, and the heat index will exceed 105 for many locations out there, especially south of Interstate 20. Now, the normal high temperature is 90 degrees. We are going to be well above that for the next several days here, climbing all the way up to potentially the triple digits as we head into next week, potentially as early as Monday, but if not Wednesday, we may have a higher chance. Again, the ground right now is pretty saturated with all the rain and storms that we've seen recently, but as we continue to get into a drier weather pattern and the grounds dry out, that is when into next week we have that better chance of seeing those triple digits, but it's still not a guarantee. In terms of the severe weather threat for this evening into tonight, it's a slight risk level 2 out of 5 for areas along and north of Interstate 20. That means a few strong to severe thunderstorms are possible there. And then we've got in the green the marginal risk. That's the level 1 out of 5, which just means an isolated severe storm cannot be ruled out. Greatest threat for severe weather stays just off to our north and east, where you can see that enhanced risk in the orange, the level 3, and then in the far corner of the screen there, the red indicating the moderate risk, level 4 out of 5 over into Oklahoma. But again, if a storm does become severe here locally, large hail is the primary severe weather concern, up to about golf ball in size. Damaging wind gusts over 60 miles per hour is the secondary threat. And then we have the flash flooding concern once again, but shouldn't be too widespread. The tornado threat is low for our day today, but it is not at 0. So definitely want to stay weather aware. Here's what Futurecast has going forward. We see the first batch of thunderstorms start to develop over by the I-35 corridor late this afternoon into the evening. After 7 p.m., the storms are arriving here in East Texas, riding along and north of the Interstate 20 corridor through 9 p.m. By 11 o'clock at night, we should get that first round of storms out of here, but then we'll be tracking some storms in our far northeastern areas heading into the early morning hours on Friday. So from Gilmer, Mount Pleasant down towards Jefferson and points northeast, definitely want to be on the lookout for this potential second round of storms, and it could come very early in the morning on Friday, and then it gets out of here between about 5 and 7 o'clock in the morning. We'll be dry for the most part for the day on Friday outside of an isolated shower or thunderstorm. Futurecast brings some air temperatures into the 100s. I don't think we'll quite make it that warm, but we will at least get into the upper 90s. By 8 p.m. we're drying things out, and we should be dry as we head into your Saturday morning. To recap our forecast for today, we are going to see the high temperatures in the low to mid 90s with a few upper 90s out there, isolated showers and thunderstorms possible, especially this evening into the overnight hours. For tonight, we are going to drop down to the middle 70s with a few thunderstorms possible. First in the early part of the overnight hours through about 9 o'clock, and then after midnight could see a second round of storms. For deep East Texas, it is more of the same. Or for your 7-day forecast, we are going to see those high temperatures on the rise as we head into next week. With mostly sunny skies and us drying out, we should be able to get into the upper 90s easily and maybe hit that 100-degree mark. For deep East Texas, we are overall in a drier weather pattern. Can't rely on a stray shower over the next couple of days, but for the most part, we're dry for the foreseeable future, with those highs returning to the triple digits next week. For your latest weather forecast, you can head on over to our website.